Hey guys, welcome back to the Gamers Grotto. We had to cancel the stream because the PS5 decided to freeze because PS5 suck ass and Sony sucks ass. I hate to say it, but it's true. Since the last update, the PS5 has been a steaming pile of shit in every game I own and has been freezing constantly. So, yeah, fun times. Sony sucks ass. Let's get back into this. We're gonna set these two dudes free. If she would stop... Okay, I need to turn off auto-aim. I am fucking getting pissed off with auto-aim. Auto-aim is a fucking joke, man. Lock on aim. Fuck off. Fuck right off. Alright. Go eat your dinner.
Infected got loose.
God. Where's that fucking sniper? I don't even fucking see him. Oh, there you are, you cunt. This is just ridiculous. What is even going on right now? All right. Okay. You're supposed to be killing them for me. How are you? I killed you! I feel like there's like a fucking spawn booth upstairs or something with all these guys just like randomly appearing. Like, all along, they weren't fighting anything. There's clickers running around all over the place below. They don't give two flying fucks. Suddenly, I'm in the building. They're like, oh, better spawn in. Better make ourselves useful. Alright. I think... outside, I think we're good, so... I'm just gonna grab whatever supplies these fuckers have. And then we'll head on upstairs. Oh yeah, there's ammo and shit here. What? What now? How are you still alive? Lone fucking survivor?
Down! Down!
Alright. I think we are... Are even the clickers dead? Seriously? I know I killed one of them, but... Huh. Fair enough. I want to see what's up here. Wait, what? Hell yes, I want to swap. Health is kind of low, but it's still not that bad, so I don't see a point in using a health kit just yet. Oh. Fuck! Now my controller's dead. Jesus Christ, this fucking... So yeah, if you guys are looking forward to getting a PS5, I want you to know you need to wait. So Sony is a cunt right now. I mean that quite literally. And if anyone from Sony is listening to this stream, which I highly doubt they are, you are a cunt. And I will explain why right now. So, on top of releasing patches that really fuck up the console to the point where every game freezes constantly and has issues, the controllers, their battery life is a pile of shit. They last for about a day, if that. Which is because of all the technology in the batteries and the haptic feedback, all that bullshit that's really not needed. So yeah, the batteries last for about a day. And then finally, the icing on the cake, Sony is releasing a PS5 Pro, which is twice as powerful as the PS5. So the PS5 is basically an Atari right now compared to the upcoming PS5 Pro. So I don't know what they're doing at Sony, but they're idiots. So basically, when they released the PS5, they released a completely underpowered console, only to release a proper console a year later. It's complete nonsense, and it makes me realize that this company is becoming worse and worse and becoming another Microsoft or another, just another shit company. They just don't care at the end of the day about anyone but themselves and money. So that is why you need to wait and not get a PS5. That is my opinion. It's not worth it. The headaches I have to go through with trying to stream content on this console, it's not worth it. Like, all my games freeze constantly. It's just, I have to make sure that the game's not going to freeze before I stream. So I have to go into the game, play it for a tiny bit, make sure it doesn't freeze, and then I'm able to stream it. It's just a pain in the ass. Anyway. Jenny, sending along some extra beef, grapefruit, and potatoes I just got. They've been impressed with how many strays I've captured and wanted to reward me. We're seeing the best crop we've had since we settled here. Please make sure my mom gets fatty cuts. She looked too skinny last time I saw her. Pat.
Howdy, my man.
Hey, coffee lover Joel, how are you? I'm getting annoyed with my PS5 today. I'm at the point now where I want to take a sledgehammer and smash it to pieces, but I'm probably not going to. I'm just not really happy with it today. It's been acting up a lot. Which isn't that surprising given Sony's history of fucking up consoles with their patches.
No, don't.
I'm not going to. I'm saying I want to. Not saying I'm going to.
What's that light?
What's that light? I don't know. Tell me. What's that fucking light, boys? What's that fucking light, huh?
This is hella intense.
Your fucking neck!
How did you miss? Yeah, no, I could have just like taken my time and fucking was that a clicker? I could have taken my time and stealth killed all these guys, but I'm in a really pissed off mood because of having to deal with my console's BS. So I'm just going in for the kill. I don't even care. Of course you're out of ammo, because you're a fucking useless shot. This is idiotic right now.
I know you're out there.
I mean, I could have used my machine gun, but I like to save that ammo for like when I'm up against like bigger enemies, like the because using the machine gun on humans is just a waste of time in my opinion. I like to use it on bloaters and scramblers and all that shit. There's no point in using it on people where I could just use like my handgun or my shotgun. Nice. All right. So, yeah, so we're pretty close to the end of the game now, I think, because this is where they're keeping Abby, if I remember correctly, or near here anyway. I think they're keeping her down here actually. Yeah, this is the area right here. Okay, so we're right near the ending of the game. So, this is definitely going to be the final stream. It's just a shame that it was cut into 2 fucking parts because my console's a pile of trash. But we'll finish it off today. And then tonight the plan is for more of Lego Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back is what we're doing tonight.
Coolness, I will check it out.
Where's Abby? She's fit!
Keep back!
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me!
Hey! Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach. You won't miss it. She's probably already dead.
Wassip Joker is homemade.
Come on!
Hey Joker, how are you today? Sorry, I would have said something, but there was a cutscene happening, and I don't usually like to talk over cutscenes. I hope your day's going well. Mine's iffy, but hopefully it'll improve. I'm just getting annoyed with my console, that's all.
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Could be better. What's going on now? Can we move? Yeah, okay, that was weird. I've been having trouble with my PS5 freezing on every game lately, and it did that earlier as I was live streaming, so this is my second part of the live stream. I was hoping to do it all in one part, but my PS5 decided, no, I'm going to freeze here and fuck you up. So, it is what it is. It just happens way too often. That's why I mentioned earlier to not... I'm telling everyone, don't buy a PS5 if you're able to. Because PS5 right now is a pile of shit. Because Sony released a patch for the dashboard recently on the PS5, which causes the console to freeze constantly in games. And Sony's refusing to fix it, because that's what Sony does. They fuck up their consoles by patches. And then
You should go to some expert.
Sit back and relax
Abby?
and don't do shit about it. So this is funny how they did this scene here, because... let's just walk past. So they want you to think this is Abby. So they put a girl with a ponytail here to make you think, oh, this is Abby. So I remember going up to this, when I did my first playthrough of this game ever, I remember going up to this girl and thinking, okay, I found Abby, what do I do now? But that's not Abby. This is Abby.
Disagree.
This is Abby, emaciated and with barely any hair. This is Abby, and then this is Lev. Anyway.
Help me. Please. It's you.
She turned to a piece of shit lol.
Well, from my understanding, what the Rattlers do is they tie them up on those crosses and just let them starve to death. And once they're starved to death, then they use their meat to eat. They cut off pieces of their skin and eat them. It's my understanding, anyway.
Abby. I got you. I got you.
It could be, who knows.
They're both this way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what goes through Neil Druckmann's mind with this game, honestly. Come on, you can climb that. Don't be a fucking wimp. You just killed 10,000 guys as you're bleeding out. Suddenly you can't climb a fucking little embankment. So I always felt that this ending fight with Abby was so stupid and so unnecessary. But it was a really well done scene, motion capture wise. Very well done. And this is the scene that Laura Bailey talks about the most in her interviews, where she said that this scene, for her, playing as Abby and motion capturing for Abby, so this scene for Laura Bailey, she said, was the hardest to do because of how intense it was and how exhausting physically and mentally it was. So yeah.
Yes, it was hard.
I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this. No.
Do you think this is a good ending?
Not really. I understand why she doesn't kill Abby, because when she witnesses that flashback with Joel, she realizes that she lost a lot of her humanity by going on this revenge spree, and that's why she lets Abby live. So I understand the concept of it. I just don't think the fighting part was necessary. I don't think it was just. I feel like the only reason he added that fighting part between Abby and Ellie.
It's not a good ending.
The only reason the ending's fine. The problem is the fight makes no sense, because the only reason he added that ending fight between Abby and Ellie was to fucking let those gamers who were like, I don't want to fight Abby, I want to kill Abby, blah 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 blah. He only added that fighting sequence to appease them. Because otherwise, that fighting sequence should never have happened. It should have just been like, oh, well, you know what? You see the flashback of Joel, you realize, why am I doing this? And then you leave Abby alone. But no, we have to add this stupid fucking cat fight in between that, solely to appease those fucking mindless fucking gamers out there that are like, I want to kill Abby as Ellie. I won't kill her because she pissed me off. Like, come on. It's stupid.
Yes, you will.
The fighting part of this is stupid. The rest of the ending is fine.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this. Okay. Okay.
I got an idea, Ellie. How about you take that fucking knife and jam it in your own fucking throat? Because honestly, this is stupid.
And
This
Ellie
entire...
had no finger, so she can't play guitar.
Oh
This is
no,
so sad.
how sad for her. She can't play guitar. I honestly wish she was killed in this sequence, honestly. I honestly wish Abby just fucking kills her. Because I do not like Ellie at this part of the game. I think she's a cunt. Like how? Okay, so this is the This goes back to the point that I made all along. So look at this fight for a minute here. Let's pause this for a second. Look at this fight. Let's examine this fight. So Abby is using her fists. Ellie is being a fucking bitch and using a fucking knife. Come on. She can't even bother to use her fucking fists. She's just stabbing at her with a knife. Ellie is a cunt. She is a bitch. She is... Oh, I cannot even explain how much I hate her in this sequence. I cannot. She is just a fucking pussy. She can't even drop the knife for 2 seconds to just, like, go on a one-on-one fair fist fight. She's got to use that fucking knife. There! That should have happened in the first 2 seconds. She should have just tossed that knife away and just gone one-on-one fists. Because this stupid fucking knife. All throughout the entire game, that's all she ever uses, that fucking knife.
But you remember when Abby had a fight with Ellie in the cinema?
Yeah, and what's your point?
Fair fight.
What's your point? I don't understand what your point is. Yeah, they fought in the cinema, and guess what? Ellie was still using her knife even then. Abby was using her fists in the cinema. Abby didn't use any weapons. Ellie is the one constantly using weapons because she's a pussy. That's what I'm trying to get across. Ellie is not as tough as she thinks she is. She's a fucking pussy who has to rely on weapons to get... It's... Like I said, Ellie lost her humanity. And honestly, I hope she dies in the third game. I really do. Because I have no interest in playing as Ellie anymore. I really don't. After this game, I just have no interest in playing as Ellie for the third game. None whatsoever. There you go. There's the scene. There you go. And that's what I mean. So as soon as she saw that scene, which we will now see in its entirety at the ending of this game, as soon as she remembered that flashback, she's like, wait, oh my god, I went on a revenge.
Just gonna say that.
I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. Do you not understand the ending of this game, bro? Do you not understand what that whole flashback entailed? It's the fact that she realized she lost her humanity, and that is why she lets Abby go. She realizes that killing Abby would be her betraying Joel. How do gamers not get that ending? I don't understand. It's obvious that that's what the point of it was. You think she just had a change of heart randomly and decides, oh, I'm going to let Abby go away? Come on. She could have easily killed Abby there. She didn't. And the reason she didn't is because that flashback made her remember what Joel taught her all along. That, you know what? There has to be a reason to fight. You're not just going to go around on a fucking killing spree for going around on a kind of fucking killing spree. And she realized that she threw away her entire life. She threw away her love life, the baby that she had, all because of this fucking revenge thing that she didn't need to do. She could have easily, when Abby said, you know, let her go at the beginning of the game. Let her go. We're only killing Joel. We're not killing anybody else. I don't want to do a murderous rampage. And so Abby lets her go, and then what does Ellie do? Ellie goes on a murderous rampage trying to go after Ellie. Twice! Because twice Abby... Okay, so Abby lets Ellie go twice. The beginning of the game, and then again at that fight at the cinema. Abby could have killed Ellie right there. But Abby goes, no, this is your second chance. Your second chance. I'm letting you go. Don't come after me. And what does Ellie do? She goes after Abby yet again. Yet again. Twice. Come on, dude. Seriously? Ellie is a bitch. And I'm sorry if you like Ellie in this game. Great. Fantastic. You can like whoever you want. I'm telling you that Ellie is a cunt in this game. And I do not want to play her in the third game. Because seeing what she's like in this never made me like her. I was rooting for Abby throughout the entire game. I really was. I love both characters and I love this game. Don't get me wrong. This game's fantastic. This game is a work of art. But I don't like Ellie in this game. I feel like she lost her humanity and she just became this mindless killing drone. And you know what? Good. She can't play the guitar anymore. You know what? And that's not true. She lost 2 fucking fingers, dude. I know people who lost 2 fingers and play the guitar just fine. So she can still play the guitar. She chooses not to because it reminds her of Joel, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand this sequence. I can't tell you what I think of this sequence. I do think that, so she goes, we know what happens here, right? She goes into the house is empty, Dina has left, the only thing she leaves behind Ellie is her guitar, and I think some of her music and artwork. But, I think we know where Dina went. She went back to Jackson. Because if you remember, there was a note left on this table when this house was full and Dina was living here. There was a note that I read. And that note said, you are always welcome back at Jackson if things don't work out. Where do you think she went? She went to Jackson. Obviously. There's a note that even mentions that. So I don't know why all these gamers forget all of these notes they pick up, or maybe they just don't read them. I don't know. But so many gamers go, oh, I wonder where Dina went. To Jackson? Do you need it drop kicked in your face? I don't know. I don't know how much more you need. Do you need like text on the screen saying Dina went back to Jackson? Is that what we need to do nowadays so that gamers will understand what's going on? Because most gamers, I've noticed in their playthroughs, they skip past all these notes. They don't even fucking pick half of them up. It's like, well, why do game developers even bother anymore? You have to like literally spell it out for gamers at this point, I feel. But anyway, that's where Dina went. Dina went back to Jackson with JJ. That's what happened. It's kind of weird that she would leave the music behind that she loves, but I think it's a subtle hint at her saying, you know, I'm still around if you need me. I'm willing to forgive. I do like this flashback with Joel though, as the flashback that reminded Ellie that, you know, she hasn't completely lost her humanity if she just does right. Oh, I have to play this again. I forgot. So, I don't know what you were saying about she can't play the guitar with no fingers because she's managing just fine. The reason the guitar sounds like ass is because the chords are worn out. It's got nothing to do with her guitar or her fingers. Because Ellie never, I don't think she ever changes the chords on the guitar, ever, throughout the entire damn game. I think she just always has the same damn chords on the thing. I'm surprised they look so good as they do. Anyway, so yeah, now we get the flashback, which reminds Ellie about her humanity and how if Joel were alive, he would be disappointed in her. Anyway, I'm gonna let this play out. I'm not gonna talk over this.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
Okay, I will say this. I don't know what he means by that. That can be yeah, I don't that line always made me curious what the hell he's referring to there. A little embarrassed by what I had to trade to get it. That could go a perverted way, or that could go any way, actually. I don't know what he traded to get it. I don't know if anybody, maybe you guys know. I sure as fuck don't know. And I hope it's not what I think it is. Because that's a bad trade-off for coffee.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just, I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
see you around.
Yep.
All right. So to finish this off, so people, I know there's a lot of speculation as to where's Ellie going when you see her leaving out the window. She leaves the guitar behind. She doesn't decide to take it with her, and she just kind of leaves. And so a lot of gamers were like, it was all speculated. Oh, Ellie's going back into the woods to fight for her own survival, blah, blah, blah. No, I think she's going back to Jackson. I do. That's where I think she's going. As to why she left the guitar, I think she's leaving Joel's memory. Maybe. I don't know. I think because at the end of the day, that is Joel's guitar that he gave her, and I feel like maybe. I feel like maybe leaving the guitar behind is symbolic of that she's leaving that memory of Joel that she had where he was being bludgeoned to death, maybe. And she's just going to focus on the positive. The positive memories that she had of Joel. And I feel like holding on to that guitar is holding on to the past of Joel that she doesn't want to remember. Anyway, that's what I think. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys think. If you guys have any thoughts, leave them in the chat. I'm curious, but that's my thoughts. I do love this game. This is one of my favorite Naughty Dog games, as I said earlier. It's a mixture between this and Uncharted 4 that were my favorite games. At least until Naughty Dog makes something new, which you know they will. And it'll probably be better than this. So The Last of Us Part 1 Remastered is coming out this year for the PS5. I will be live streaming that, of course. And The Last of Us Part 2 Multiplayer is coming out this year as well. And that'll include Factions. Factions is back, but it's going to be more story-based. So what I've read about it is there's going to be more of a cutscene-oriented, cutscene-heavy multiplayer mode. So there's going to be more story-based in the multiplayer, which is kind of cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. But yeah, so both of that is coming out this year. I think that's English. Yes, both of that. Sure, we'll go with that. But both of that is coming out this year. And then we have, I believe next year, somebody was saying to me earlier in the chat, is when the Last of Us TV series is out. And from what I have seen of that is going to be really good and probably very faithful to the game. So, very excited for that. I don't much care for the cast that they've casted. I feel like I don't want to say that it's wrongly casted because I haven't seen the show yet, obviously. But they're not my choices I would have picked for Joel and Ellie. But who knows? They might do a fantastic job. I know that the gentleman, I keep forgetting his name, but the gentleman who plays Joel in the TV series, who is best known as the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, that's his name. I know that when he was cast as Joel for the TV series, Neil Druckmann went out of his way to buy him a PS5 and The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. And he said, you know, before you start acting in the TV series for us as Joel, play these 2 games. Knock yourself out. Here's a PS5, play these 2 games all the way through, and you'll get a good understanding of Joel and Ellie's relationship. And I think it'll help you out. I think it'll help you out with the character. And so he did. Because I follow Pedro Pascal on Twitter. And he did. He talked about it on his Twitter. He said he played them both in their entirety. And he thought they were amazing games, as we all do. And yeah, and so I do think that he'll probably do a good job as Joel. I do think he'll do a good job. I'm excited for the TV series. I am. Now I believe it's going to be on HBO Max, from my understanding, because it's going to be an HBO series. So I don't think it'll make its way to Netflix, but it might. Who knows? I might be wrong. But yeah, so that was The Last of Us Part 2. Honestly, worthy of that Game of the Year award, in my opinion. I mean, its runner-up was Ghost of Tsushima, which also, honestly, could have won Game of the Year, too. Both those games are very powerful games. And amazing games. A lot of fun. I'm a bit annoyed that my console crapped out halfway through my playthrough and I had to put it in 2 parts. But shit happens, right? Anyway, thank you to everybody who tuned in today for The Last of Us Part 2 live stream, and everybody watching after the fact. It's always greatly appreciated. If you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. I cover PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and VR games. If any of that interests you, please consider liking and subscribing. I normally here I would thank everybody individually who tuned into the live stream. The problem is here is that a lot of you tuned into the live stream during the first part when the game froze, and some of you tuned in after the fact. So I'll try to remember as many of you as I can. So Coffee Lover Joel was here today for the second part of the stream. Joker TDM and that looks like that was it. So in the first part of the stream, we had Stu from Stu's Game Reviews. We had Novus and Oreo VR, I believe. So thank you to all of you for tuning in. And Joker TDM, no hard feelings. I don't want you to think that I'm angry at you because of you like stuff differently or whatever. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm passionate about games, eh? So in my opinion, I don't like Ellie at the ending of this game. I don't like what she became. I'm glad that at the end she found her redemption, but I feel like it took her too long to get to that point. It took her too long to realize what she was doing was wrong. I feel like it could have been told shorter, but then again, shorter is not necessarily a good thing, because in this day and age, people tune into games and want to play long games. They don't want to play games that are short. They want their money's worth, right? And so that's why the game length was extended as long as it was. But yeah, thank you to everybody who tuned in today. You all rock. And I will be back in about 2 hours. What's the time right now? Let's see. It is 5:03. I will be back around 7 p.m. We're going to go into the second part of the new Lego Star Wars on the PS5. We're going to be going into Nava Druckmann. That's interesting. Is that his wife? Huh. We're going to be going into Lego Star Wars Part 2. We're going to be going into the Lego Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back is what we're going to be playing tonight. Oh, that's right. Bruce Straley left Naughty Dog when this game was made. Forgot about that. Pause that for a sec. So thank you once again to everybody who tunes in, everybody who tuned in after the fact. It's always greatly appreciated. If you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. I will be doing Lego Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back in about 2 hours time. That's gonna be a full playthrough, by the way. It's not gonna be in parts. So the Lego Star Wars, I'm doing 1 movie per stream. So that'll be about 3 hours in length. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, the humor in those games, it's so worth it. The first game, some of the jokes they put into that, they were pretty good. So we're going to be going into that in about 2 hours time. And that concludes my Last of Us Part 2 live stream. Thank you to everybody who tuned in for the entire live stream. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And I'm going... So next, somebody recommended God of War. So God of War got a remastering for PS5, higher resolution, higher frame rate. So somebody had mentioned, hey, do you think you can cover that? So that's going to be next. So my replacement for The Last of Us Part 2 is God of War. And I know many of us have already played that game in its entirety, and many of us really enjoyed it. But hey, why not go back into it? Because God of War Part 2 is coming out, I think, this year or next year, and let's get ready for it by playing the first game. So we're going to do that next. That'll be starting tomorrow during the day. We're going to hop into God of War. So I hope you guys tune in to that with me, and tune in to the Lego Star Wars tonight if you're interested. If not, that's fine, because I know some people aren't into the Lego games. I personally love them for the humor. But yeah, so we're going to be going into that tonight in 2 hours' time. Over on my YouTube channel, you'll find a playlist section of all of my previous live streams. Say, as an example, you missed any of the previous live streams of The Last of Us Part 2, such as maybe the first part of this of this live stream that froze, and I had to add it into 2 parts. So if you missed the first part of that live stream, it's now going to be in the playlist section, so you can find it in there. And you'll also find a joint collaboration section where I've worked with other YouTubers, such as Stu from Stu's Game Reviews and Olav from Olav Productions. If you go into those, you like those videos, consider liking and subscribing to those YouTubers as well. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in 2 hours' time. We're going to hop into Lego Star Wars and have some laughs. I hope you can tune into that. If not, that's fine. I will see you tomorrow for God of War and more of Lego Star Wars. Take care, guys. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon at the Gamers Grotto. Take care once again and have a wonderful day, guys. All the best.